So I wanted to just go ahead and give you a couple ideas for workouts to keep doing while we are away from each other. I miss you ladies so much, and I hope you're all healthy and kind of enjoying your time with your family and at home. But it is important that we stay active and stretching our bodies. So I think we all kind of know how to stretch. You guys are pretty smart. So I'm going to trust you with that. Make sure you're doing it though, working your over splits, make sure you're stretching your back, and just being smart about that. And then also I think it's really important that you keep working on your conditioning. So here are just some like simple ideas that you can go through, and some of these we did together the last time you had class when I taught y'all. There's lots of different abs you can do, and people prefer different ways. Some people just like to plank and do different plank exercises. I definitely recommend planking because it does work a lot of your different muscles. And then in a plank, working on your down, down, up, and etc. So along with that, just like a simple crunch routine that you can do that works a lot of the different abdominal groups is going to be, so starting on the back, we just do normal crunches. And I usually do this in sets of 8, 4, 2, but you can just do 8, 8, 8, honestly, because I think that that's also good for you, and 8, 4, 2 is kind of like the simplified version of it anyways. So you're coming up just normal 8 crunches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you all know how to crunch, make sure you're not pulling from your neck. And then legs go up. If you like to cross, I naturally cross my legs, so either that or keep them nice and straight. And then again, make sure you're pulling from your abdominal muscles up for 8. From here, I'm gonna drop my left leg straight onto the ground, and my right leg is gonna be kind of like in a crisscross position. I like to drop my right arm out to the side for a little bit of stability, and then cross the shoulder, like the elbow and shoulder really up towards that knee. And that's gonna really work the side obliques. And then 8 of those, and then you switch and do the same thing to the other side. And then from here, we're gonna roll up onto our side. And this is really to work on those oblique muscles, and from here, and you do 8. On 8, I like to come to a center V-sit just so I can switch sides easily. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then from here you go straight back down and can start your second set. Like I said, I would recommend 3 sets of 8 for y'all. And if you want to take a small pause in between, that's cool. I know that some of you, the reverse crunch, you said it kind of hurt your spine, so those don't really work for you, but those are really, really good because they work your lower abdominal muscles, which we use a lot in dance for core strength and turns and stuff. So that's just an idea. Again, make sure you're planking, and then I do encourage you to do push-ups. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them either, but they're so good for us. And we're already planking, so we might as well. So again, I think that 3 sets, except this is just gonna be 3 sets of 10. So starting with just 30 push-ups, and I do recommend taking a break in between each set so that you're getting the most out of your workout and not just trying to do baby push-ups. So if you need to start on your knees, you can. Just make sure that you're holding your body in a nice strong position still. So just because I'm on my knees doesn't mean that this is what the push-up looks like. You need to still think of engaging your abdominals, keeping everything flat, and lowering all the way down and all the way back up as one single unit. Yeah, so those are great, and just make sure you're doing them correctly. Or if you feel pretty confident, you can go ahead and do full push-ups. Make sure you're not sinking into the shoulder blades. Make sure you're really staying as one unit down and up. So yeah, 30 of those. Make sure you're doing some kind of simple cardio warm-up before you start doing some of your conditioning. Jumping jacks are really great. If you like to run, you can just run. But simple things like that you can do in one place in your house pretty easily. So, I also think that you should be working on your back muscles. So with that in mind, make sure you're stretching. A really good one to do is like stretching your back to this way. Cat-cow, it's like a yoga thing. Yeah, and so it's stretching both the arch of your back and like a contracted back. And then child's pose, obviously, if you think about like down dog, really pressing through the spine, and then like cobra, like stretching it the opposite direction and really like engaging those muscles in the back. Because a lot of the tricks that you're working on, that's something that you really, really need is not only that strength in your back, but also the flexibility to kind of work on that. So, keeping those things in mind, you also have some different tricks that you've worked on throughout the year, and some of you are like kind of working on mastering. And if you have space in your house, I definitely encourage you to keep working on those as well, so that when we do come back together, Zoe can keep pushing you and keep teaching you new things. And I think the biggest thing for some of you guys, and you know who you are, is getting into your back bend. You want to make sure that you have like the confidence when you do that, so that you can start letting your motions be more fluid. We kind of talked about that a little bit. And again, if it's something that's making you nervous, you can go to a flat wall. I'm not going to try a flat wall because it's a bar. But you literally just like put your hands on the wall, walk yourself down into a bridge, and then you can either walk yourself back up or just like come down out of it. But I think getting more and more used to like, okay, that feeling of going back and doing it over and over again until you feel really confident that you know your hands are going to catch yourself every time you go back. Yeah, so just keep those things in mind, and then we might be getting you some other materials too, but I miss you guys so much, and I hope that you are staying active, and I will see you soon. Bye!